Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Cameron.
Hi, I'm Akala.
Hey, I'm Faye.
Welcome to our Demo Day presentation for Deep Dive Digital Media Cohort 16.
Over the past 12 weeks, we've had the opportunity to work on several digital media projects leading up to our capstone project.
In this digital media bootcamp, we were encouraged to show our interest and hobbies through multiple projects.
One of the first pieces I worked on was a short social media commercial describing two different kinds of casting used in the jewelry making process. Come, let's check it out. Throughout history, man has been captivated by the art of transforming metals into exquisite jewelry, an ornament that not only adorns but also empowers its wearer. It silently conveys power, wealth, attention, affection, and love. Among the various ways of crafting jewelry, casting stands as one of the most ancient, dating back to 3200 BC. This is a peek into the world of two distinct mold casting techniques, investment casting and direct casting.
The Duncan commercial was my first project in Premiere. Here it is.
I decided to focus my video editing project on a trilogy of DreamWorks animated films. Check it out.
There were dragons when I was a boy. Where they went, only a few know. But our story changed the world forever.
I'm an occupational therapist who was inspired by others to look at accessibility across Albuquerque. I created multiple projects to showcase my work. Welcome to A Park Above, located in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Designed with everyone in mind, A Park Above is a shining example of universal design, created to be inclusive and accessible for all. It's ADA approved, ensuring that individuals with all abilities can enjoy every feature. Ramps and wide pathways make it easy for those with mobility challenges to navigate the entire park. Special sensory play areas engage children in a safe, stimulating environment. A Park Above is more than just a playground. It's a place where everyone, regardless of ability, come together and play. Discover the joy of truly inclusive fun at the Park Above.
key piece in any digital media project is working together effectively as a team.
Feedback and new ideas bring a new dimension to our work.
Here is an example of a group project we did for the Oro Art Gallery here in this building.
Cubismo is about energy, vibrations, because a vibration starts like a ripples, it's a curve. The sound waves, they are curves. Movement or plants, how they grow, and like a vine also is a curve. So it's all about energy. Our own energy, our auras. Every individual has auras, so it emanates the vibration. We are all vibrating. So a curve is that, is life. This art is more than just art. It's a life story. It's no, I don't know how to explain it, but it's who I am, There's one time my mother-in-law asked my wife, say, how it feels to be single. Because first love of Ricardo is out. I said, Mom, what kind of question is that? Ricardo and the other is one. So there's no. So my wife has been very supportive because I see in my students when the husband or student, they don't care much, they just get out of this stuff and that it is not involved in the art. But my wife has been there all the time. And it's been 33 years. So far.
The group project that we did for the class was a commercial for 505 Food Hall, and I was the head editor of that project. Check it out.
I was inspired to focus my capstone projects on various locations in Albuquerque to highlight accessibility and bring insight to areas that could benefit from more of an occupational eye.
Join us as we explore the city's most inclusive and accessible spots. Let's dive into today's adventure. Come on.
Welcome to Explora Museum in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a place where curiosity meets discovery. At Explora, inclusivity is a top priority. From the moment you arrive, you'll notice the museum's commitment to accessibility. Getting around the museum is easy with ramps, spacious walkways for wheelchairs and strollers, elevators that connect all floors, ensuring everyone can explore the exhibits without barrier. Many of our 250 plus interactive exhibits are wheelchair and height adjustable, allowing children of all ages and abilities to engage and learn. The museum also offers tactile and auditory experiences for visitors with visual impairments. Explora is designed to be sensory friendly. With access to quiet zones and noise-canceling headphones, Explora seeks to create a welcoming environment for visitors with all sensory sensitivities. Our friendly and trained staff are always on hand to provide assistance and ensure that your visit is enjoyable. Explora Museum is more than a place to learn. It's a place where everyone can experience the joy of discovery together. We invite you to explore the wonder of science and creativity at Explora Museum, where accessibility and inclusivity open doors to endless possibility.
Welcome to Flick's Brewhouse in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a unique cinema experience where movies and craft beer meet. Flick's Brewhouse is dedicated to ensuring everyone can enjoy their visit. With ADA-compliant features, the theater offers accessible seating options conveniently located near entrances and exits. Spacious aisles and designated wheelchair spaces make it easy for all guests to enjoy and find the perfect spot. One of the standout features at Flick's Brewhouse are the in-theater food delivery service. Enjoy a delicious meal without missing a moment of the action. Simply order from your seat and our attentive staff will bring you food and drinks directly to you. Flick's Brewhouse, we believe in an inclusive movie-going experience where everyone can relax, dine, and be entertained in comfort.
I decided to focus my capstone on a short storyboard-style animation.
I focused my capstone project on creating an artist video for myself and my jewelry business, and I'm looking forward to showing it to you. Have you ever really looked at a stone, felt it in your hand, the texture, the temperature, the feel of it? Do the colors flow together? What patterns, shapes, scenes do you see? Does it speak to you? And what about how that stone came to be? How those exact minerals needed to come together in exactly that way? Water and pressure had to work together for thousands, possibly millions of years to compress and shape the rough rock. Then, that rough rock had to be found somewhere in the world, dug up and carted to where it could be slabbed and finally cut, shaped and polished into a cabochon so it could be set into jewelry. When you are holding a piece of jewelry with a natural stone set in it, you are holding a little piece of the earth itself, probably millions of years old. When I started in the jewelry business 30 years ago, the stones called to me. I quite simply fell in love. Over the years, I have grown to understand the strength and power of the jewelry that we wear. I've watched women and even men light up when they put on a particular piece of jewelry. I've heard many stories from women who wore their special jewelry when they had to go into a big meeting or face an uncomfortable situation, of how the jewelry and stones made them feel powerful and strong, self-confident. I believe there is something that touches our souls and speaks to that basic part of us when we connect with Mother Earth. That connection brings out the very best of who we are as human beings. It makes us more compassionate and loving. We feel strong and positive. Joy and confidence run through us and exude from us. When we wear one of my jewelry pieces, I believe we are imbued with all that strength, beauty, and power, and it shines forth from us. I spent 20 years doing therapeutic body work with people. What I observed over and over again is that when people are more relaxed and feel better, they are happier and can bring more love and joy into the world. Then I started making jewelry and found myself with the same goals, not just to create beauty to see and wear, to elicit beauty from within its wearer. To me, my jewelry is special. These are not mass-produced pieces pumped out in a factory. Each piece is carefully thought out and handcrafted. I work to find just the right design that fits for the stone and shows it off to perfection. Because I want the stones to be the focus of the piece, I like to keep my design simple and elegant. If I have done my job correctly, when a woman wears some of my jewelry, she feels special, more beautiful and self-assured. She feels empowered and strong. She can share the best parts of herself with the people around her, which has a ripple effect and brings more love, light, and beauty out into the world.
For my capstone project, I created a video game trailer that I came up with randomly. Here it is.
Have you ever wondered about this particular thing? Because it turns out that that thing is real. Someone has to stop this thing. And that someone is you.
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
I don't think I'm the one. I'm not the person who can stop this thing.
You are that person. Now take my hand! Run!
For every action, there's an equal reaction. I am the reaction